Hey, what's up, you guys? Banana here. I'm sorry, I'm like off and on losing my voice. Okay, so I'm gonna do like a few story times. I'm not gonna post them at the same time, but this one is going to be about my nipple piercings. And yes, that's weird to like talk about, but like I've seen a lot of people talk about like the pain scale and all that stuff, like the story about it. So that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna talk about mine. I just recently got them done. It hasn't even been a month yet, so yeah. I'm sorry, like my hair is like all over, but yes. So let's get into it. So I've wanted my nipples pierced for like ever. TMI, but my mom has hers done, and I don't know, I guess I grew up around it and I've like wanted it done for like ever, and I just thought it'd be fun, you know, like pretty much every girl nowadays has their nipples pierced. And so I wanted to get mine done. I've wanted to get it done for a while, and then I got money from my school, which is like the rest of my grant money, and I was like, okay, cool, now I can get them done. And before then I put it off. Like I would be like, I have enough money, I can do it, let's do it. And then I would just like, oh nah, I'm gonna spend my money on this. Like, I have something better I should spend my money on. And I kept putting it off and putting it off and putting it off and putting it off. And I finally was like, you know, I don't have work today. Today's a Tuesday. I'm gonna do it. And I was really, really scared. So I originally invited my friend, I'm not gonna say their name, but I invited my friend with me to go with me to get them done, because I didn't want to go by myself, and Chris refused to go with me because he didn't want to see someone else touching my like breasts, you know. I understand that, you know. And so like I went by myself. I didn't go by myself. But she was supposed to go with me. I was waiting for her. I went and ate at my work since everything for me is 50% off. So I was like, oh, cool, cheap food, delicious cheap food. I'm excited. So I go in there and I eat, and this other person that I go to work with, I'm not going to say their name either. I'm going to say they, them pronouns because, yeah. But they work, and like they are the dishwasher there, and they're really cool, and I talk to them a lot, and they've been through a lot, and like we understand each other, like we're cool. And I was like, you know what, you want to come? Like my friend wasn't showing up, and then we get all the way there and my friend's there, and I'm like, oh cool, yeah, I got 2 people with me, some people can hold my hand, I'm not gonna freak out. So I get there and I realize because I have 2 wallets. So I had this pink wallet, and at the time, since I got the grant money, it wouldn't fit on my wallet, because my wallet's like teeny tiny, like little kid, like it says princess on the front, it's like furry, and it's like a little tiny little kid wallet. So I couldn't fit my money in that wallet at all. Like I can only like put like maybe $200 in like smallish bills in there, and like that can barely fit, especially with change and everything, like no. So I had to change into this other wallet that I got for Christmas from my other friend that we haven't really hung out in a long time, but yeah. So that, and I put it all in there, and I forgot my driver's license at home. Good thing I lived like really, really, really close. Like I lived 10 minutes away from the place that I was getting the piercing done. So like we walked all the way to my house, and we walked all the way back. By the time I got back, my friend had to go back to work because they were on their lunch break. So I was like, oh, okay, cool, I'll just be here. And my other friend that works with me was like, cool, I'll stay with you, it'd be fine, like you have someone there. And I was like, okay. I just didn't want to be there alone, mostly because I was scared out of my mind, because like I didn't know if this was gonna hurt. Like I've been told that like after the first one it hurts so bad that you don't want to do the second one, and I was like, I can't do this. And I was scared to go by myself because, like, I don't know, I personally, being human of this world that we live in, I don't trust anybody. Like, you can't trust anybody, to be honest, because, like, most people are pretty shady nowadays. And I'm not saying everyone, I'm very cautious because I've been through a lot with people that yeah, so no thanks. So I didn't want to be there by myself with, I know the tattoo artist isn't going to do anything, but you never know. People are crazy. So I go in there and we're sitting there and we're waiting in the waiting room at this point. And so I already signed my name, did all that stuff. The lady was really nice. She totally understood that I left my driver's license there. I went back, got it, brought it back, and she pretty much sat me down and was like, cool, Gucci, yeah, you got this. And so I sat down and we're waiting and we're looking at pictures of tattoos and piercings. I'm like, oh, I want that piercing. Oh, I want that tattoo. That'd be so cool as a tattoo. And we're just in there talking. And my friend gets us water, and we're drinking some water because I'm legitimately about to barf everywhere. I'm freaking out. And another thing just to add, I started my period that day. That day I started my period. So I was in horrible pain. So it was not fun. But I also know that's a TMI thing. But we're talking about my boobs. To be honest, what can get even more TMI than that? So, but we're waiting, and the girl beside us, well, kind of, she's in the couch beside us. She's here to get her tongue pierced, which is another thing I want to do soon. I'm going to get my tongue double pierced because at some point I want to get it slit. So, yeah. I think that's going to be my next thing, is getting my tongue pierced. Because I'm going to get it pierced. I'm going to try to see if they'll do it twice. If they'll pierce my tongue in the back and in the front. But I don't know if they'll do it. Because it swells right after you pierce it. So I don't know. But she went and got her tongue. She was first because even though I was the first one there, she had to go before me because she already had her stuff filled out before I got back. So she goes in, she gets it pierced. She's her tongue's swollen. She's telling us how swollen it is. And we saw her later after we left. So we finally go in there. And I'm freaking out. I'm shaking and scared. I take off my shirt. I'm I don't even know what I was wearing. I was wearing this cute shirt. Yeah, it was really cute. It has a sun and moon on it, and it's a yin yang sun and moon. It's adorable. But I took it off and I'm freaking out. Legitly freaking out. I'm oh my god, I can't do this. Whenever I see my own blood, I pass out. Whenever I'm in too much pain, I pass out. What am I gonna do? And so I'm freaking out. And I asked the dude, was I heard that people usually don't do the second one after the first one. He's yeah, that's true. I was oh shit, I'm not gonna be able to do this. So he's he marks it, and I go look in the mirror, and I'm okay, that looks good. It's gonna be cute. I'm excited. I'm so excited. I'm even more excited than I am scared, which is good. And I have a lot, I don't have a lot, I have a decent amount of tattoos. If you watch my tattoo video, you know I got tattoos. So, I've gotten some tattoos and everything, and all that stuff, and so I'm okay, it's not gonna hurt, it'll probably hurt as much as the tattoo, I'll be fine. So I get a tattoo, he goes to put the needle in, I'm freaking out, I'm oh, and I'm balling up my fist, digging my nails in my hand, freaking out, and he puts it in, I'm that didn't even hurt, I didn't even feel it, what? What? Why are people freaking out about this? I didn't even feel it, and I'm a whip, and so, I don't know, it didn't even hurt, I don't know, and it totally felt a total 2. It felt somebody was pinching you with their nails. When someone when your mom in your church or whatever, and she's mad at you, or you're doing something bad and she pinches you with her nails. I don't know if everyone went through that or if it was just me, but my mom used to do that to us all the time. Or she'd pinch us with her toes. I don't know, it's weird, but it hurts. And it was it just felt someone pinching me with their nails. Everyone's got pinched by someone with their nails. So that's how it felt. And it didn't hurt. And then the second one hurt a little bit worse. It was maybe a 3, mostly because I knew I just got done with that one, and the seconds after he shoved it in, and it felt it was a little bit more force, I don't know, but it hurt a little bit worse, but it wasn't bad. I'm I don't know, but also I don't know if I healed really quickly, but I haven't had any crusties. I haven't had anything, they haven't hurt. Even the day after, they didn't hurt at all, unless I was walking downstairs and my boobs were that, since I was wearing bras, which were weird for me because I haven't worn bras in over a year, off and on. I'll wear bras when I have to, when they're your boobs are gonna show if you don't Or like when I have to go to work sometimes and like my nipples are gonna be like hanging out, which doesn't matter because everyone at my work doesn't wear bras, so it's like whatever. But like that was the only issue, was wearing bras, and it kind of like a lot of my bras, since I haven't worn bras in a long time, and I've gained a little bit of weight, so my boobs are a little bit bigger than they used to, and so like bras don't fit me well that much anymore, or the bras I have in general, and I got like so it was kind of weird, and like at one point, this is gonna be weird, but my nipple came out of my bra and like it got stuck weirdly and it hurt so bad. It hurt. And I thought I like ripped it, because they say like after you get it pierced you want to be very careful because it could rip. And I don't think it, but mine have been fine. I haven't had any crusties. I haven't had anything. Like I clean them every like 2 times a day or so. I clean it beginning when I first got it pierced. I cleaned it 3 times a day. So it'd be like in the morning when I first woke up, when I would get home from school / work, and then before I would go to bed every day. And then I did that for like a week, I think it was almost 2 weeks I did that. And then I started doing it once in the morning and once at night, mostly because I got busy during the day, so I didn't have time sometimes. And then recently I don't know if I'm supposed to, but they said it'd be healed in like 3 weeks. But this, like recently I've been just doing it like before I go to bed or in the morning, like off and on, like I do one or the other, which has been fine. Like I haven't had any issues. They don't hurt. They look fine. Like I don't see anything wrong with it. Like I haven't had any bleedage. I haven't had anything like weird happen, which is, I don't know, but they feel fine. They don't hurt. Like I can press on them and they don't hurt. Like all that stuff, and like I don't know. But that is my nipple experience. It's not as fun as everyone else's because other people have like horror stories, but mine was like, it didn't hurt at all. Like I'm being completely serious. It didn't hurt at all. Like it was like nothing. It was like really weird. I don't know. I wish I could have filmed it. A lot of people filmed it, but the place where you're not allowed to film unless you're getting a tattoo. Like you can film during tattoos, but you can't film during piercings. But I think that's just mostly so like if something goes wrong, like you don't have it on camera, because they don't want to be like, oh, this place was so bad, this happened. But the place I go is really cool. They're really nice. Like I've never went there, but I've heard a lot of people go there, and it's like nice. I can't tell you the name of it, mostly because it'll give away where it'll give away where I live, because I said I live 10 minutes away from it. But yeah, that is my story. Like I hope you guys like my story. I haven't done a story time in a while, so yeah, I'm gonna do another one next, and I'll probably upload this when I upload, and I think day 3 or 4 of the Vlogtober, or I might wait and like do this after Vlogtober so I have some videos. I don't know, but I love you guys. Hope you guys have an amazing day. Hope you guys are amazing every day. Hope everything in your life is going awesome. Bye guys.